Never be friends with anyone who you would want to date. One of the only scenarios that is excluded is if you're trying to get to know someone. But as long as you subtly flirt here and there in your talking phase, then that's fine, and that is not considered a friendship. But if you're friends with someone who considers you their friend and nothing more, you should not really be friends with that person. I understand that there are a lot of complications, like they actually truly want you as a friend. Maybe you're in a situation where they're in most of your classes, and if you create this awkward scene for them of you saying, oh, I'm sorry, I like you and I don't really want to be friends with you because of that being in the way, then just don't. Just hang out with them at school, but also like point out that you have an attraction to them. But what you should do is just try not to spend a lot of time with them. And then if they start wondering a little more and more, just say, well, it is unhealthy for me to be friends with you because I actually have a bit of a crush on you. I don't really think it's healthy to continue this friendship for myself. No matter how weird it might make you seem, it is ideal to do this. Now, like I said, you could be technically labeled as friends with someone, but only talk to them once in a while, hardly talk to them. That's fine. That's fine. As of now, there's only one person in my life that I'm technically friends with that I know that I would want to date, but I don't really associate myself with them that much. It is absolutely unnecessary and unhealthy. I know that there is not going to be a relationship out of it, and the friendship is not necessary. If they ever do need me, I'll be there for them. Don't worry about that. But I'm not trying to seek to be active friends with them. It is really unhealthy. When you're friends with someone that you would date, it kind of creates these feelings inside you of, I wish I could be with them, and you're like hyper-analyzed on being with them and stuff like that, and you're just like, oh, I want to be with them, I want to be with them. Will they reject me? Will they not? Literally, there's some people who, I've heard this a bunch of times on the internet, of where there's a girl dating a boy, and then the girl's friends with a boy or something she's not dating. She says that her and her boyfriend broke up. Instantly, then the other boy wants to try and date her. It's really toxic. That person's just there because they want to be a backup. Subscribe to my channel, JB dragmotoxboss, for millions of IQ. Also join my Discord server, JB's Palace. And I do understand that there are some people who consider themselves genuine friends. Like, you have a crush on your best friend that you randomly formed, but they're in a relationship with someone. Let me explain what you should do in this kind of scenario. Try your best to scar away those feelings. Try your best to get those feelings away. You can always do that and still keep the friendship. But if you can't, then my recommendation for this situation is to be honest with them. Be open, say, hey, I have feelings for you, and it has created this toxic connection. I know you're not going to be with me. I know you're dating someone else. I don't really think I could be friends with you anymore. And it might come to that other person as saddening, but you're doing yourself a favor. They can always find more friends. And you become friends with people who you're not going to get a crush on, because you want to get yourself out of that trap position. You don't want to hurt yourself mentally. And some say even suck it up, just so that you could be a friend for them. She's got a boyfriend. She has her boyfriend to cry to. And she can make new friends. It's not worth it, all right? Always make sure that your mental health is all right. Put yourself first before others, and not so much so that you're selfish, but make sure your needs are met. You can't love others until you love yourself. What I mean by that really is you can't be there for people. You can't care about people until you care about yourself enough. And that's how it goes. That's how it works. I am straight, and I have a couple of female friends. They are in my Discord server, all right? And I'll tell you for a fact, I do not want to date any of them. I have no interest in dating any of them. And I can be friends with them in a healthy way because I don't want to date any of them. If I suddenly gain feelings for one of them, if they were a best friend that was currently in my life all the time, and they had a boyfriend, then I would try to back away a little bit subtly. If that does not work, I'll have to straight up say, hey, I have these feelings for you, and I don't really want to be friends with you. This is too toxic on me. I'm sorry. You need to also make sure that is a confirmed case of having a crush, because some can come and go so fast you wouldn't even believe. You need to make sure that you can't shake off the feelings, whatever. You need to make sure that the crush has been going on for a while, but not too long to the point of where you'll start like hurting yourself mentally just from being in the friendship. I am proud of the "I Want to Ruin Our Friendship" song, because they don't just sit around and be like, Jenny, I still want to be friends with you, and have this toxic, oh, I don't know if you like me back or not. You get it done. You get it done by confessing your feelings so you don't get trapped like that. I have multiple exes. The only one that I'm on good terms with is the one from a little over a year ago, a couple months over a year ago. That person, and I will admit, and I've said this in videos in the past, I said, oh, I'm friends with them. Oh, I still talk with them, whatever. And a large thing that I realized that I'd like to convey over to you guys. I'd like to convey this knowledge over to you guys so you can learn the easy way rather than the hard way like myself, all right? In that year, I kept trying to like become friends with her and stay friends with her. In technicality, I am, but not that much of friends. And I said at the beginning of this video, if they're not really involved in your life, then it doesn't really matter too much. And if you don't actively involve yourself in their life, which I don't anymore, I don't even consider them a part of my life. They're just, no. They're not a part of my life. Absolutely not. If they ever tried being a big part of my life ever again, like if they were just there like a little bit, it's fine. But if they tried becoming a big part of my life, I'm going to shut them down and say, I'm going to be firm with this time. I do not want you a part of my life this much. You can be a part of the community, but you can't really get to know me that well. And yes, it does suck for that person if they really, really want to be friends with me. But that is just how it is. Life is not fair. That's all I can say. Life is not fair. I can't let my mental health deteriorate. And this is a little bit of a biased opinion, but especially since I'm literally making life lesson videos and I'm actually doing something positive for other people. I can't have my mental health just drained like that, then less content. I gotta help you guys out watching the videos, teaching the life lessons like this one right now. Post breakup of that breakup that I was talking about, I kept trying to involve myself with her life, or at least like get her to be more part of my life, whatever. Actually, it was more of me trying to get her to be in my life more. And last year it did happen a little bit. And then an unfortunate thing I did was I kept going back and forth. I think maybe about 2 or 3 times. No, it was very terrible. I do feel incredibly sorry. I've already felt bad enough about it this year. All right, we're past that, okay? Another thing to keep in mind is that psychologically, most of the time, when you do something bad, obviously, your reputation is tarnished. But as soon as you stop doing that, and as soon as you only do things or remind them of things that make them see you in a good light, then that will change. There are people in my community, one person in particular I'm thinking of, you know who you are if you're watching this. I've seen you transform, and I view you as a lot better now. Psychologically, you could view people as a lot better, so I don't think she really views me as that bad too much anymore. All right? In fact, I don't even know I don't know her specific opinions on me, obviously. But all I know, she probably doesn't think too bad about me. That's the thing. But, last year I realized I got to stop the bullcrap. What I got to do, they could be a little involved in my life if they want to be, but not much. I will admit it here, and I don't care. I would definitely date. I would date my ex from over a year ago if she wanted to get back with me. That is 100% a fact. And I will think that way until I get with a new partner. Or if I have a crush on somebody new. But if that crush goes away, then it'll default back to her, and it's been doing that. And if I get into a relationship and then I get out of it, and that relationship, I never really felt connected to that person, guess what? It'll default back to the last person, the most recent person that made me feel really special. That's what my ex from a year ago did. I connected with her. So because of that, if they dare to get too near my life, I have to deny them. And it's not like the back and forth thing. Like, it's not going to be like a back and forth thing. It's just going to be like, you know, I'm going to not say anything. If they are watching this video, then good for them. Don't overthink it, okay? You could still be in the community a little bit, right? But the thing is that I don't really want like a friendship like a deep friendship connection. I do not want that. I do not need that in my life. Well, especially not since it would be toxic because of that connection. Don't ever think, oh, my ex is amazing, I gotta try and be friends with her. No! You can find so many more amazing things in this world. You can be friends with people like Mighty D's. You can be friends with people like Gigabacon, who say, one problem. That's his catchphrase. That is so legendary. You can be friends with people like Ace of Spades. You can be friends with people like Awesome Folsom. You gonna be, arrgh. You can be friends with people like JK Bunny, the guy that you need some talk to every now and then. You could be friends with a guy who has a Discord PFP of Metro Man kissing a baby on the face cheek. And there are so many humans in the world too. There are so many. If you're feeling lonely, go find a new partner. There is a lot of stuff to deal with. A lot. And it's simple if you don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. If the only thing you really have to deal with is Gigabacon gonna be mad because I accidentally didn't stream the day I promised him that I'd stream. I actually don't promise streams anymore, but I'm just giving a stupid example. That's what you should be worrying about. You need to worry about the next time Mighty D's will do a spin for himself. Not the next time your ex will be the first to DM you. Bullcrap.